My name is Samantha Horowitz. I'm a paralegal here at Adam Leitman Bailey, PC, and I've been with the firm for 7 months. Originally, like most people who graduated college, I was looking for a job. I know that I eventually want to attend law school, so I was specifically looking for jobs in the legal realm. A recruiter ended up reaching out to me and told me that there was a position open at a Manhattan real estate law firm that was great for recent graduates. I decided to apply, and the rest is history. It's kind of a funny story. I was actually in Utah when the recruiter first reached out to me. And at this point, I had probably applied to close to 200 jobs. And when I had finally heard back from somebody, I was like, of course, I'm on the other side of the country when I finally get a job interview. So I was toying with flying back immediately, but luckily John Palazzotto, the COO here, was very accommodating and was able to let me interview when I came back from Utah. So once I came, it was one interview with Adam and then Olivia, the formal paralegal. And it was an interesting experience. I was definitely thrown off. Adam asks very unconventional questions that I think are supposed to really test us in a high stakes competitive environment. And that's definitely how the interview went. It's honestly almost impossible to describe my day-to-day here at Adam Leitman Bailey PC because it changes. I would say that there are some tasks that I do day in and day out, whether that be maintaining attorney schedules, whether they have a court appearance or a conference call with opposing counsel or a client. I am usually filing documents every single day into the New York State Supreme Court. And those documents can vary from commencement documents, so filing a summons and complaint, to filing an affidavit of service for something I mailed out the other day. I could be following up with clients regarding recent litigation. I could be working directly with an attorney, writing a memorandum of law, an affidavit, or an affirmation. So what I really love most about my job is that the day-to-day changes, and I feel like I'm constantly working on my feet, so there's never a dull moment here. I guess in the same vein of my job being different day to day, I think all the attorneys have their own unique personalities, which also makes the job incredibly exciting. So there are attorneys who are so organized down to every single period in a document that it's almost like my job is not outsourced, but my job becomes irrelevant because they have everything so organized and they send it to me and they're like, okay, you need to do X, Y, and Z to get this assignment complete, and then you're done. So that's always nice because it eliminates some of the pressure and stress off of my jobs and my responsibilities. And then there are attorneys who will come to you and say, this is the end result. Here are bits and pieces of the project to get to the end result, and I need you to fill some of these gaps for me because I'm working on other assignments. So I also love those projects because I get to have some real hands-on experience with attorneys, and I feel like those attorneys really trust me to produce meaningful work. So it definitely can be stressful sometimes when the attorney is expecting a lot from you. And like I said, I've only been here 7 months, so I'm still learning a lot of the basics, but I really appreciate that attorneys will take the time to teach me procedure or why we are commencing an action in a certain way or why we're filing something in a certain way, because it really offers me the potential to see firsthand how we utilize the law to help our clients. And it makes me excited to eventually, hopefully, go to law school and become an attorney myself. I really enjoy working here for some of the reasons I've already explained. I love that my day-to-day is really different and I get to work on a plethora of different assignments. So I'm really getting firsthand experience in commercial real estate, litigation, even landlord-tenant, which really isn't my department, but I get to see all the inner workings of these different cases. So I know I'm getting really great firsthand experience. I love that all the attorneys here have their own unique personalities, unique ways of doing things. So I really feel like I'm getting a great lesson in how different attorneys work. And I love that, there's one way that an attorney does something to get a specific outcome in a case, and another attorney here might do something completely different, but still get the same outcome. So I love that there's multiple different ways of interpreting and utilizing the law to come to the best possible solutions for our clients. I just want to say one of my favorite things here is working with Jeff Metz. He's the head attorney of our appellate division, And it's so fascinating working with him because I get to see a case, go on in the Supreme Division, but then I get to work with Jeff when a specific decision is appealed to the Appellate Division. So I'm really seeing the whole life and I guess death of a case play out because I'm working with attorneys filing motions in the Supreme Division, and then I get to work with Jeff on cases in the Appellate Division. I would definitely recommend this job to somebody who is very keen on attending law school or is still on the fence about attending law school, because either way, you are going to get a phenomenal experience interacting with attorneys, being exposed to real estate laws and real estate litigation, and you're going to get a great experience just working in a corporate environment. Something that Adam really emphasizes is coming into the office 5 days a week. So with that, you are really experiencing what a corporate America is like day in and day out. You're experiencing different personalities. You're experiencing what it's like working on hard deadlines. And I think that not only prepares you for law school, but just prepares you for the real world. I would say, even if you're on the fence about coming to law school, because you're getting so much exposure to litigation, legal practice, et cetera, it's definitely a great place to start your journey. So when I first started working here, another paralegal who was here at the time was working directly with Jeff, lead attorney for our appellate division. And she was working on this case, and I was only semi-involved because I was mostly working with other attorneys while she was working with Jeff directly. And then all of a sudden, there was radio silence on that case. And I remember then a few weeks later, Jeff had a court appearance and came running out of the door, just screaming like fists in the air, so excited because our motion to dismiss the case was granted, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But he was so insanely thrilled. He came running to my office and I felt like I was a part of the case in a way, and it really meant a lot to me that one of the first people that Jeff came to celebrate this huge win for our client was me, even though I was only partly involved. I think that is just a great example of how you can take this job and become as involved in a case as you want. You can work with the attorneys as much or as little as you want. And in that instance, even though I had only worked with Jeff a little bit on that case, just to see how excited and passionate he got about winning that particular appeal for our client was incredibly exciting. And it made me really passionate about the opportunity for me to produce those same results for my clients in the future. Working at Adam Leitman Bailey PC is absolutely what you make it. You can work directly with attorneys, you can work directly with support staff and have an incredible experience here. If you want firsthand experience of what it's like to be a premier top real estate litigator in New York City, Adam Leitman Bailey is 100% the place for you. Day in, day out, the hustle and bustle of a busy, exciting real estate law office will definitely prepare you for law school, or if you're interested in going to law school, will definitely make you excited about the future.